Hello, hello, hello. We're gonna go ahead and share. Go to my channel. We're gonna mute the video. Hey, Felicia. Welcome in. Hey, Jasmine. We're just getting the link ready here. Gonna pin that up there. Oh.
Hey, Kat.
Oh. So, guys, we have Caroline today. Hello, Caroline.
Hey.
We're sharing it and stuff at the moment, and then I guess we'll get rolling here.
Okay.
Let's see. Stealth promo.
Hey.
Yes. Yeah, once you do it, Felicia, it's not that bad. Hello. And not right.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like being in the lounge.
It is. It's a lot like being in the lounge. And I'm wondering if that's one of the reasons that the lounges have been so quiet lately is like everybody's going live somewhere.
Yeah.
So like you hop in and going live and okay, leaving, gonna go there. I'll be back and then it's somebody else's turn. Jasmine, you should do it. Okay. So online. Yeah, everyone. Josh, you're back. I have a new friend today. Josh, meet Caroline. Caroline, meet Josh.
Hello.
We like to play a nice game with Josh of where in the country do you live? You're not allowed to tell him. Because he'll find out. He'll go and watch your channel and find out where you live. Oh man. Okay. Alicia, what did we say at the same time? Oh. Oh, Felicia was saying, yeah, I think so. Palm Street is where everyone is going. Josh said, when you're live, I'll be here. We did say that at the same time, basically. He did, Felicia. Josh, you have to go subscribe to Felicia's channel so that way you can catch her when she's on live. But in the meantime, I put Caroline's YouTube link in the pinned comment down below if anybody is not subscribed to her channel. She also posts crochet videos, some knitting videos. Help me out. My brain is malfunctioning. There's
Candles
thank you.
and lotion bars as
Yeah,
well.
she's got shorts and videos.
All the crafts.
Yeah. Got a couple tutorials, it looks like. Oh, chicken crock pie?
Oh
You
yeah,
have
I have
recipes
a
on
cooking
here?
channel. Yeah, I started a cooking channel, and it's I don't know, I've taken a break from that, but it's basically gonna be like this frozen series of just a bunch of crockpot stuff I do.
Okay, okay. I mean, I wouldn't be mad about that.
It's actually I started it because my sister, she's afraid of the crock pot. I'm like, you can do it. We can do this together. I'll help you.
Oh my
So
god.
I wanted to do a bunch of cool recipes for my sister.
Well, now that I know I'm there, I'm no, now that I know they are there, I'm gonna have to go start watching some of those because I need some recipes.
Yeah, I think there's two videos so far. One is for fajitas, and one is for crock pot pie, chicken crock pie.
I love fajitas.
Yeah, those are good.
Felicia subscribed. Let's see. Hi, Haley. Yep, Josh is here. I'm I'm gonna guess how to say this. It looks like Etanopotamus, but hello,
Yeah, I think you got that right. I don't think I could have said that better.
right? Like Etan sounds wrong with the rest of it, so I think it's Eton. Um, Vi and Nat, hello. Thanks for coming on, guys. Share it on Facebook. Share it in the Discords. Caroline, what are you working on?
I am working on the infamous granny score blanket that I'm gonna need your guys' help on. In fact, can we pin the colors into the somewhere where people can
Mm,
see?
maybe. Let's see. So if I pin the comment, it erases the pinned comment with your subscription link.
Oh, okay.
So would it be better to do a poll?
Yes.
Okay. Create a poll. So I guess, are you
How
deciding
would
on
we
what
do it?
colors next? How are we doing this?
Well, I have 6 colors, but I want people to choose the order they go in.
Ooh.
So we throw out the 6 colors, and then people can chime in, what order would you like these 6 to go in? Then I have a
Oh.
different order per square, and then that way everyone, like, it's like a community blanket, everyone gets to choose. Well, everyone chooses the sequence that I go in, so that square, that whole square is their square. So it's everybody's blanket.
Hmm. Okay, so then how do we do a poll on that? What colors do you have? I guess is the question. We'll start there.
Okay, so we have pumpkin, well, pumpkin spice, um, marigolds, teal, white, pink, and red.
Okay, I can only add 4 options.
Okay.
So,
Maybe I can write them out and have like a sign right here.
okay. Pumpkin, marigold, teal, white. Why is my door open?
Bear was barking for no reason
Where was he?
in the dining room. And I was in Grandma's room.
Maybe he just didn't know where you were.
Uh,
Maybe he felt lonely.
yeah, that could be.
All right. Snuggle, snuggle, and pass. Okay.
I think we're together.
You don't have to come tell me every time he barks.
Well, in case he's at the door whimpering.
Well, then you can put him on the leash and you can let him outside.
No, just in case I'm gonna tell you. Just to make sure it's not straight.
Okay. All right. Pumpkin, marigold, teal, white.
It's gonna be backwards, of course.
Pink, red. Is that 6 colors? 6 colors?
6 colors. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I just made a comment with the colors. So if you guys want to scroll, like to make sure that you're looking at that, Caroline is looking for color suggestions, like the order. Each square is going to be 6 colors. So she wants to know what order you want to see those colors in. So if you can put that in the chat, that would be a huge help. Hi, Dee. That's right, Haley. Don't forget to like the live. The goal for today is 25 likes. We've been hitting 20 kind of consistently. So let's try for 25. Okay. Josh, that makes so much more sense. I was wondering what you meant by snuggle, snuggle, and pass. He says, sorry, she said it was a community blanket, which makes way more sense now. Hi, Martha. Hi, Sarah. Oh, but it's not actually Sarah, is it? Crap. Isn't it Samantha? Sammy.
Teal, pink, white,
Close
pumpkin,
enough.
red, miracle. Right.
Jasmine subscribed. Martha wants to know what color are you joining the squares in?
That's a good question.
You should
don't
find that
know.
out first.
Well, okay. What color should I join it in, guys?
Oh,
You tell me.
okay. So, do we pick one of those 6 colors or a different color?
Actually, no. It should be a different color. That way, we don't get any repeat when we're trimming it. So,
So a color that is not pumpkin, marigold, teal, white, pink, or red. What yarn is this?
this
Bernat?
is Bernat, yeah.
Okay. Beige, baby sand, somewhere around those lines.
Okay.
I think that fits into. Felicia's saying black or sand. Sammy's saying black might make the colors pop. Skyla's saying black. Also, hi. Felicia thinks we should go with white to join. Or before.
Or maybe a cobalt blue. So here are the squares we have so far.
You could do that. Hey, Kylie! You're not late. We've been here for 15 minutes. Vi and Nat says sand. Okay, so here's my question. Is that blue different? That's not the teal.
That's teal.
Okay, I was gonna say, that looks like blue, but I thought we were saying teal. Okay.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just the
they are
lighting.
huge.
Yeah, these are some big squares, and I'm gonna line the back with the fleece. I've got a nice minty green fleece.
A minty green fleece. Do you have like a minty green yarn?
Well, I wouldn't want it to match the fleece though.
Okay.
So I definitely want a contrast. So
Okay. So maybe the black.
yeah, maybe black would be good. It would pop. It would definitely make it pop.
Yeah.
Everything would be nice and vibrant.
She says, sorry if I broke your brain last night, Kat. The math was not mathin'. No, you are totally fine. Their math was not mathin'. Felicia says, love the colors. Skyla says, those are huge. Martha says, so cute. Felicia's color suggestion is pink, marigold, teal, white, and pumpkin. But we're missing a color there. Red. Where would the red go, Felicia? Sammy says, I finished my second star blanket last night, and I'm going to be starting a third soon. Goodness gracious. Haley says, hey, Martha, I sent out your order from Palm Street Live today. Felicia says, oops. Let's get to crocheting. I don't really need my iPad at this point. I mean, I do, but not at this very second. I'm making axolotls today.
Nice.
Sammy says it's not the 6-Day Star Blanket by Betty McNitt. I don't think I've made either of them, if it makes you feel any better. Martha says, yay, thank you, I almost said Healy. Oh my gosh, Haley. All right, Blossom Alicia says pink, marigold, teal, white, red, and pumpkin. I'm working on axolotls right now. I'm using the purple. This is not like a great purple, but it's the purple that's already broken into, so I'm going to use it. I have 2 yellow ones, 2 baby blue ones, and 1 light purple one so far. Felicia's going to work on axolotls after dinner. Love that. When I'm done with my colorway of these, I'm going to grab some Bernat, and I'm going to make some rainbow axolotls with you. Skyla's working on chickens. I'm sorry, Haley. I'm sorry. Are you excited for tomorrow, Caroline?
Yes.
Are you going to meet me there early?
Yes. That'll be
So
fun.
not to drop any hints or anything, but Caroline and I are able to meet for coffee a couple times a month and crochet with a group of others. So we'll see how well his memory is to remember where I live to figure out where you might live.
Let's not connect the dots.
It's dang good coffee. Kylie's still working on her red blanket. You're gonna finish that thing. Jasmine's on possums. Jasmine, are you doing pride possums? I hear that they're good sellers. C is trying to make little daisies for a hat. That's adorable. I wish you were near me too, Felicia. Felicia, you need to come out and do the fair with me. Caroline should come do the fair with me too. And Caroline's things are gonna do the fair with me, but it'd be cool.
Caroline's just not up to it. Oh, those fairs take too much out of me.
Did you say you're not up for it?
No, I said Caroline. I'm talking to myself in second person or third person.
I feel that. 12 days is a long time.
Kat and I sent you a picture of the blanket too.
Yes.
What blanket?
Sarah's working on a star blanket.
Oh.
Sammy's working on a star blanket. And I did see the notification pop up. I just didn't check it yet. But Sammy also lives near us. Well, she lives near me.
Okay.
But so we're trying to get her to come to crochet group. Come hang out.
Nice.
Jasmine says, no, just gray and purple for now. I'm glad that the purple does well for you. I've never tried it. Yes, it is. It's very nice to meet up with like-minded people, Dee. Bad Panda, Felicia. I mean, Felicia, you should. You should absolutely do that. Please send me your inventory. If you send me your inventory, you don't pay up front. I take 30%, but I mark all your prices up to match mine. So generally, you're not losing anything. The upfront cost is paying to have it shipped to me.
Oh, that's cool. You're finishing a shell stitch baby blanket, Martha. Awesome.
Oh, I want to see you, Martha. Hi, Allie. All right, Sammy, I'm looking. Oh, Instagram, where are you?
Do you sink your synchronize all the way in? I just used them for the first time and it's getting lost in the yarn.
I sink them in as far as they'll go. If they're getting lost in the yarn, generally that means they're too small for the yarn.
Or you're not using a small enough hook and the stuff is getting a little too thick.
Yeah. Sammy, where did you send that? Facebook Messenger, I bet, huh? Yep. Nice. This is the star blanket Sammy's making.
Ooh, cool.
Nice and big. Like, dang, dude.
That's awesome.
Ooh. I just got your Instagram message. Well, I'm pretty sure Debs and D are the same person, right? Caroline, where'd you go? Hello? Okay, thank goodness. Give me a second here. Let me catch up in the chat real quick. Um,
I'm gonna send a link to my sister. How do I?
oh,
So I have to go
did you
back
do
to the
it?
message. What?
Did you do it?
No. When
Okay,
I was trying to use the link you gave me, and I just ended up right back in here. Like, yeah.
it's not the right link. So at the bottom of the screen, you'll have an arrow. Hit that
Ah.
arrow, and then you can send that link in text message to whoever. I need to grab my charger real quick because otherwise my phone's gonna die again. Nobody judge the disaster that is my yarn pile behind me. And if you judge me, I might consider you a bit of a hypocrite because I feel like we've all been there.
Yeah.
But in the most loving way possible. Okay. Oh! Oh, okay. Glad that was basically empty. Judgment free zone. Correct. Yay. Uh, I don't know how much it would cost you to ship either, Felicia. I Little Guac, I need you to remind me of your name. I know I've seen you, but I cannot remember for the life of me. Okay. Felicia, the best thing that you could do is get a big box, weigh yourself on a scale, and then weigh your big box on the scale to figure out how much the box weighs. Hot burrito. And then go into pirate ship. It's free to get in there. Andrea, okay. Okay, I'm saying Andrea because I have a friend, Andrea. Is it that or is it Andrea? Andrea for one, Andrea for two. There's two completely different personalities to how you pronounce that. Do you have a printer of any kind, Felicia? Okay, I'm gonna try to remember that. Andrea. Cool. If you have a printer of some kind, Felicia, you can print it on regular paper. Okay, no. I was gonna say, and you can tape it. Otherwise, you can also do that and you can go to your local library and you can pay to use their printer for like 20 cents a paper. I know, Brito. I said it earlier. I think part of it is like everybody's been going live somewhere lately, whether it be Palm Street or YouTube or Instagram or whatever.
Yeah.
And then also trying to like not detox, but like adjust to real life from the retreat. It's just been balls to the wall since then. Yeah. Yes, Sammy says UPS stores can print labels. Can they print a label that you already have? Because part of it is trying to help Felicia find the most affordable way to ship a large box. Oh, good. I'm so glad. Also, hi, Sammy. All right, I'm gonna catch up. Um, Allie said it's not like getting lost where I think it'll fall into the plushie. It just has a border on it with the yarn, if that makes sense. Allie, you should send us a picture. That way we can see what you're talking about and maybe we can help. Sammy says that blanket I showed is finished. She's starting a green and white one next. Thanks for the offer, Sammy. Felicia says she usually goes to Office Depot. Same difference. As long as they'll print the form for you, if you put the details into Pirate Ship, then you can get the shipping label as a downloadable file on your phone. And generally you can use that. I also think that if you select the USPS option, you can go to the post office and they can scan what's on your phone and then they can print it and put it on the box. All right, give me a second, Allie. The fun thing, it's an in progress thing, but I actually have a Discord. And I've been hawing around different things with using that too. But yeah, I love the idea of having a Discord to join and share projects. Most of us here in the chat are actually part of a Discord. We're part of Refined Vibes. Big crochet YouTube person on YouTube, I guess, and Instagram. And we hang out on there a lot. But I'm starting one for myself and trying to see how it works. Kylie has a lot of orders and all of them are blankets. My goodness.
Wow.
Sammy says, yes, you email them PDF file and they can print it and put it in a sleeve that makes it water resistant. And that's for UPS. Sammy, I'm glad you like to organize. Okay, this is confusing. There are now 2 Sammys in the chat. And it just occurred to me. There's Sammy from the Discord and Sammy who lives close to me. Well, goodness. Okay. Sarah Sammy. I'm glad organizing is your specialty. I wish it were mine. Discord Sammy. USPS creates a QR code for the label, which is pretty cool. Felicia, the fair is July 22nd. So until like August 3rd. Aw. Well, Discord Sammy, I'm sorry you have to go and I'm glad you stopped in. Don't forget to like the live before you leave. And subscribe to Caroline's channel.
Yes, thank you.
Thanks, Brito. Thank you. Let's see. So yeah, I would say that I would, if you could send a box by like July 12th, that will give me more than enough time to go through it and do inventory and make lists and all that fun stuff. And if you could do inventory of what you put in the box and send that with it, that will help me. Molly says, hello, can't stay long. Currently at a skate rink letting E skate. How late will you be on? Until 11. I don't know about Caroline. I will be on until 11.
Yeah, no.
Like, I'm out. I'm an early to bedder.
Yeah, I tend to go to bed pretty early.
Okay, Molly, I'm going to respond. Let's see. Out of the barn. If I could not put faces. Okay. Maria says, Felicia, you should definitely use Pirate Ship. The box of flowers I sent to Kat was $18.98. That's not bad at all.
That's good.
Thanks, Sammy. Yeah, Felicia, as long as you're okay with 30% taken out, like that's essentially what we're doing.
Oh, welcome, Naughty Loops.
Hello. Yes, welcome in. Andrea, Pirate Ship is definitely cheaper. It chooses whatever the cheapest option is. So it compares UPS, I think FedEx, USPS, and I think something else, and it will recommend the cheapest option to you. I'm doing the Ohio State Fair. And as far as I know, right this second, at any given point, there will be 4 bodies in the booth. But I have other crocheters, like Caroline's one of them. Our friend Karen, Maria in the chat. Martha, hang on one second. And just a few other crochet friends, they're sending me inventory and I will sell them out of the booth. And so essentially what happens is their inventory becomes my inventory, and then I take a 30% cut of that, and then I cash you out at the end, if that makes sense. So now say if you charge something $5 and normally I would charge $10 for it, I'm going to raise your price to $10 and then I'll take 30% out of that and send you the rest. Does that make sense? Allie says, actually, maybe I'm overthinking the eye. I think the issue is there's a loose stitch on top of it, which I physically moved and it looked fine. I don't know. Thank you, Haley. What did you get me? Because I missed it. He said, I got you, and I'm not really sure what. No, Felicia, you make whatever your heart desires. Honestly. Anybody who wants to send me inventory for the fair, send me an Instagram chat. We have a group chat going. For anybody who is not Caroline, Karen, and I did add Maria to it. She's a little different. But with Caroline and Karen, I see them every week just about. So everybody else though, I'm trying to put into a group chat so that way we're all kind of understanding what's going on and when, timeline, stuff like that. All right, just getting to Naughty Loop's comment. Hello, ladies. YouTube recommended me to your live stream, so I thought I'd jump in and say hi. Subscribe to your channel and get to know more crocheters and knitters. Welcome in. You are in the right place. The chat itself does have some minors in it. So we try to keep things mostly family friendly. We might have some PG-13 jokes and stuff that come out occasionally, but for the most part, we're pretty clean around here. But welcome in. There's a lot of us that hang out together on Refined Vibes Discord here in the chat, and some of us who hang out or are at least together in Crochet by Jenna's Discord. So get to know each other. Everybody say hi to Naughty Loops. Felicia says, I paid $13 for each order to ship from Palm Strait. That is insane. Definitely use Pirate Ship. I finally caught up, Martha, to you. No, you do not have to pay. If you're not there in person, then you only pay 30% of your sales, and it comes out at the end. So if I sell $1,000 worth of your inventory, I'm going to take 30% and I'm going to send you the rest. But if you are able to go in person, then it's $200. It's a $200 split between everybody at the moment. So depending on how well we do, it could be less, it could be more. Kylie. Okay, so just a reminder for those who are still in here. This is my friend Caroline. Caroline is with Sheep and Willow Gift. She crochets, she knits, she makes candles and soaps and lotion.
Yes.
Anything else?
Oh yeah, muscle rub pain salves.
Yes. She's super cool. She lives near me. We're able to crochet together and whatnot. And in the pinned comment down below is her YouTube link. So if you can go and subscribe to her channel, it looks like she started with 163 subscribers. Right now we're at 164. I am watching. I will. We should be able to get at least 15. That'd be cool.
Yeah. I have an Etsy as well.
Oh, yeah.
The link is in my Instagram, which is also Sheep and Willow Gifts.
Thank you, Allie. Yes, we've hit 21 likes. Thanks, guys. We're aiming for 25 or more, so keep going.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, so Andrea, the reason we're doing it is the Ohio State Fair. It's a 12-day state fair, and there was 998,000 people through the gate last year. So this past fall, Michelle and I, with Creative Michelle, we did Apple Fest here in Franklin, and there's 100,000 people that attend that, and we made over $5,000 in plushie sales. So if you scale that up, almost 1 million people is 10 times that 100,000 people, which means that we have the potential of making $50,000 in plushie sales across those 12 days. I'm not saying that we're gonna sell that much, but I want to be prepared to sell that much. Right? I mean, I think it's a win-win for everybody. It's the booth. So the booth space, we got a 16 by 10 space. because there was supposed to be more people involved, but life changed, so it's fine. Whichever. It works out because I found out after the fact anyways that the first 5 feet, the frontage of the booth, I'm not allowed to go higher than 3 feet in displays because I might block the neighbor beside me. Really? They're grid walls. You can see through them.
Yeah.
But whatever. Whatever. To each his own. We'll figure it out. But so I won't be able to go as high as I want to display as much as I can at a time. So that's what we're doing. But the booth itself is $1,400. Then we had to buy 2 vehicle passes so that way we have, you know, we can all combine into 1 or 2 vehicles to come in and out for whoever's coming. And so that way, when we're bringing in all of our inventory and all of our market display and stuff, we have all the room in the cars to like to haul it. And then I ended up getting 7 passes for the whole duration of the fair because there were supposed to be more people. So if I end up needing to sell week-long passes to make that money back, I will because I had to pay for that. And I hope that there will be enough people to need all of them. But whichever, it's fine. So I know that there are 2 who are going to be coming, who plan to stay in an Airbnb, and depending on how many more, like, I'm not really sure yet. I'm pretty sure I was planning on staying with Michelle. But depending on how many people are doing the Airbnb, I might actually join them in the Airbnb and then we can all get together in one place, like the night before, and each night to organize, to tag things, to price things, to do whatever we need to do each night without having to do it from separate places. Oh, Haley, thank you. Yes. If by chance, when Caroline hops off, if you want to hop on,
Yeah.
I'd love that.
There you go.
Okay, Allie said, "Oh, I thought for the fair you had to be there in person." No, you do not have to be there in person. Realistically, it works better if not everybody is there in person because I can only fit so many bodies in the booth.
Yeah, I was gonna say that'd be kind of crowded.
Yeah. Like we went with a bigger booth to make room for more people, but I don't usually use tables in my display. So to now have to use tables, at least there will be a place that like we can sit behind on the side. But the whole point is for it to feel like as boutique-y as possible. That's my vibe, is boutique. But yes, I take 30% of whatever you sell and then send back the rest, and send you that 70%. Yeah, the international shipping is not worth like it ain't worth it. I would love to sell your stuff for you, but nobody wants to pay that cost. Oh, sorry. Hi, Lila. I don't know if I said hi when you come in. I see you're saying, guess what? What? Tell me what's up. Holy gosh. I'm so slow with the chat. I'm so sorry, guys. Martha, I did see the notification for your message coming up. I will definitely check that out. Thank you. Ooh. Naughty Loops is working on the wild oleander cardigan. That sounds really nice.
Oh my gosh, I totally got a pattern for that. I need to work on that. I
I
love
mean,
Wickedly Handmade. I follow her on Instagram.
oh yeah. if you're not following Wickedly Handmade, you're living under a rock, honestly.
Yeah. She's so
In the
cool.
comments, who's living under a rock? Who doesn't know who Wickedly Handmade is? Yes, Allie, I see your message. I will message you back after. Yeah. That's right. Only 4 likes away from hitting our 25 likes goal. You should do it, Allie. I know, Jasmine, it is complete madness. The Ohio State Fair is held in Columbus, Ohio. Yes, I would rather have more product than less. I have never had a sellout event or close to. And I can honestly say nothing would make me more anxious than watching my inventory dwindle down to nothing, knowing that I have an event the following month.
Yeah.
A big event too. Like, it's as long as I get accepted, I should say. Yeah, Andrea, send me an Instagram message. Naughty Loops, what's your actual name? We're getting to a point where we're trying to get to know people as a person and not just their account name. And I'm working on it. I'm not great at it, but I'm trying. But you say I don't even know if I can handle doing markets. I think it'll be overwhelming for me to drag all of my things and make sure I have cash on hand. If it makes you feel any better, I've been doing markets for 10 years and I almost never bring change. Like, almost never have cash on hand to use as change because I always forget. Sammy, I will take you up on that. 100%. I mean, Caroline, if you're down, Sammy's offering to help it with anything before going to the fair. Maybe we can find a night where like the 3 of us can get together and like just go through inventory and start tagging shit.
Yeah.
Start pricing stuff, inventorying it, whatever.
We should do decide who's gonna do what kind of section. Like somebody does sea creatures, somebody does farm animals. Like you don't want a million chickens or a bunch of pigs, you know?
Yeah. It's I don't know. So if somebody were to put limitations on me, I would now be stuck in a rut. Like, I wouldn't be able to crochet as much because I wouldn't know what to make.
No, no,
So
I get that, but I wouldn't want to put limitations on anyone, but I guess I want to know who's gonna do what, just so I know to not make that, you know?
there. I will work on that. I know Michelle had she did a really awesome job and created like a spreadsheet for us to use. Um so it has multiple tabs and it's a shared spreadsheet. So there's a tab for Michelle, there's a tab for me, and then there are other tabs for other people who are doing it. And essentially you add your inventory of each thing that you're making in different price categories. So
Okay.
that way we can add them all together and we know what we're making and stuff like that. And then there's another tab that has different patterns. So like these are the patterns that somebody's using, these are the patterns that somebody else is using. So we
Okay.
might be able to dig into that a little bit more for sure.
That'll be really helpful because then I can at
Yeah.
least not step on anyone's toes and make it
Yeah.
different if I make it something similar.
Well,
Have
the
a
good
different
thing is
spin.
like so far it's very willy-nilly. So
Yeah.
it's everybody's making their own thing. If me, you, and Michelle are all making chickens that look like little loaf chickens, they're all going in the same bin. we're just tagging them as like different people, and it doesn't they're all in the same place, and that way it's all fair. Like it's not up to us who's get chosen. We're not pointing anybody in one direction or another of like, oh well, if you like chickens, I make this pattern over here, or if you want smaller ones, we have these ones over here. You know, it's very much like follow the direction of the customer, and if the customer picks whichever one, it's fine because we had nothing to do with it. The customer chose it. So,
Yeah.
but I do understand, having a million chickens could be problematic.
And
Like,
they
where would they
like
all go?
everybody. Yeah, let's say they love everyone's chicken but mine. Yeah, so I just want to do something different, you know.
Yeah. Or like a different chicken pattern.
Yeah,
Something
something
like
that
that.
stands out. Yeah.
Okay. Uh, Allie says, I think it'd be really good for me because I really only have 2 craft markets a year and I've been crocheting a lot the past few weeks. Yes, for sure. A freaking wrapper on my leg. Um, Haley, I'm so far behind in the damn chat. Why are you saying me? What is me about? Allie says I read that. Sammy says I'll have a new truck next week so I can go anywhere. That's awesome. Allie says I messaged my friend who just graduated from OSU if he has any suggestions. Ooh, that's a great idea. Ooh. Yeah, Sammy, so it's not a pattern or it's not a binder of patterns, but it's a spreadsheet. Okay. Andrea says, so everyone tags everything themselves, and is that how you'll keep track of what each person sells? Yes, but there's a certain way that I want each person to tag them. I need the prices left blank on the tags. You can put a tag on it. I'm so sorry, Haley. You're the only one living under a rock. You don't know who Wickedly Handmade is? Aw, man. You have to go find them. Like, I'm sure that they're on Instagram. I know they're big on TikTok, but
Yeah, they're on Instagram.
yeah. Um, okay, so yeah. If you have tags with your logo on it, I would really love for each person's things to have their own logo on it, even on a small scale. The big thing is, I don't know how big everybody makes their tags, but I would love for the tags to be small. So, like, no bigger than a 50-cent piece, small. Because I know there's a lot of people who put kind of large tags on things, and then the tags become all that you see. So, to keep it tidy and very aesthetically pleasing. But the price tag needs to stay blank. I would like your logo to be on it so that way we know who's each or whose. I need you to send me an inventory list of what you're sending and essentially beside it how much you charge for it so that I know how much more. Like just more, it doesn't really matter how much you would charge for it as long as I'm not charging less than what you would charge for it. That's the big thing.
Where is the blanket
Mark,
in Discord, Martha? I'm looking in Discord. Which section's it in?
I'm wondering if she sent it to me in a private message.
Ah.
She did. Okay. Martha says currently in Arizona traffic working on this blanket. Oh, it sent twice. Okay. This is the blanket. It's
Oh, cute.
beautiful.
Yeah. I love the
I love that.
colors.
I love that a lot. And Sorry, I got a message from Skyla. We have an event that we're doing together next weekend. Not like in the same booth, but we're both at the same event in Ashtabula. And for whatever reason, they did not send her emails with vendor information, even though she's clearly listed on the vendor sheet. So I forwarded that email to her, and I knew what her booth was and that it's Crochet. There's one booth in between us. And she had said that there are a bunch of crocheters 2 spaces apart from each other. So, fun! We're gonna get real close in that community.
Yeah.
Well, good. Maybe I'll have a good time selling, stitch markers and sewing sticks. Oh, man. I don't know. Skylar, are you still here? Like, in the comments? If not, then I will respond to you on Discord a little bit later. Yeah, Allie, I would love to know his input for sure. Yes, having little sports mascots could definitely be beneficial, but not like if they're wearing a little sweatshirt, their mascot could be a specific beaver, and it'll be cool to make beavers, but not looking like their mascot. Um, Sammy, I love the offer, but I'm gonna say no, just because at this point I know that we have at least 4 people in the booth at most times, and I don't want it to get overcrowded at any point, which is why I'm saying like to send inventory. You're gonna get that blanket done soon, Haley. What is OSU's mascot? Yeah, Ohio State University. Brutus Buckeye. Is Buckeye a beaver? What is he? Brutus doesn't sound like a beaver. The Ohio State University. That's like red and white, isn't it? What?
Is Hunter allowed outside to go to that, like if it's 7 nights?
Yes. As long as he's on the leash.
Okay. And what if like a predator comes to try to?
Well, I guess you better stand out there with a broom.
Okay. So what if there's a
Yes, Martha. I don't remember who I said it to right now, but I had told somebody before that if you want to make characters, send them. And if I find out once I get there that it's going to be an issue, then I will pull them and I will put them in the car. Because I don't necessarily want to get fined or kicked out. But if other people are selling them, then I don't see the problem in trying. But I won't know until I get there. They're not going to put in their paperwork like, oh, yeah, it's okay. It's a weird human thing. Strange. Aw, Dee, I'm sorry. I wish you could sell your things too. Like, I know that you can, but it takes a lot. I know that Dee is across the pond. in Europe somewhere. The That is the continent, I believe. I'm geographically challenged, I'm sorry. Um, so they have a bit more difficulties they have to get things tested in order to sell them. Allie says he is an anthropomorphic Buckeye nut. Okay. I know, Archer sounds very cute sometimes. How's your square looking, Caroline?
We're getting there.
Ooh,
I'm working on
blue, pink,
D's.
white.
This is D's square.
Ooh, I like it.
Yeah, this is a good set of colors. Next we got pumpkin.
So I think the only one in here that I know is in Ohio is Skyla, if she's still watching. But many of us, like me and Caroline and Sammy, we're in Pennsylvania. Jasmine's in Canada. Allie is on the other side of Ohio. Well, no, you go to school on the other side of Ohio, but you're in Connecticut? Rhode Island? Something like that. Sammy's almost done with the beanie she's working on. Massachusetts, Connecticut. Okay. Did I say Connecticut? I don't remember now. Martha's in Arizona. Uh, Haley's in the SIP. Leslie, I didn't know you were in here. Leslie's in Ohio. Hi.
Aw. Hey, Leslie.
Molly, who was watching earlier, is in Ohio. Let's see. Burrito, that was in here earlier, may or may not still be awake. She's technically in PA, but like New Jersey. Yep. Sammy's in PA. Alicia's in Washington. Burrito's here. Lila's in PA. Without scrolling back forever. Other Sammy, who was here, she's in Texas. You are still awake. How nice. Oh. Well, look at that. There's 21 people in here and 21 likes. But if there's anybody in here who has not liked the live, if you could please do so. And make sure that you are subscribing to Caroline's channel, which is the pinned comment down below. Caroline is working on an interactive granny square blanket where we get to help her with the colors. And you got how many suggestions written down?
See, I got like 4 or 5 I'm working through.
Did you say 5? Sorry.
Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4.
4. I'll keep you busy for a little while.
Yeah.
Naughty Loop says, I was born and raised in Pittsburgh. Well, howdy, neighbor.
Yeah.
Moved to West Flat, part of Ohio. Okay, 13 years ago. Well, that being said, how close are you to Yellow Springs, Ohio? Because Molly and I, who was in the chat earlier, we're going to be selling at Yellow Springs Street Fair this coming Saturday. Be cool to meet up. Cost of living is high in PA for one. I wanted to get out of city life. For two, jobs were great in West Ohio. Well, that's good. And I feel like the cost of living in PA is high in the cities,
Yeah.
but once you get out of the city, you're basically in the country. I feel like there really aren't any suburbs. You're either in downtown city or you're in the country, even if the country is immediately outside of the city.
Yeah.
I have heard that though about jobs being really great in Ohio. Hi, Sammy. Welcome back.
Ooh, fan life.
Right?
Nice, Naughty Lips.
That would be so cool. Lived outside or lived in the outskirts of Pittsburgh, but grew up just 10 minutes from downtown. Dang.
Sweet.
Well, Naughty Loops, how far are you from Yellow Springs, Ohio? Ooh, good question, Sammy. Discord, Sammy. How do you store yarn in the van? What's the game plan?
What's the game plan? Nice.
Hmm. I do love Pittsburgh, but hate living in the city. I do come and visit my family in Pittsburgh, usually during October because my birthday is the 23rd. My great niece is the 25th. That's so cool. Well, anytime you're down in Pittsburgh, you let me know and we can road trip. It's not really a road trip. It's like an hour and a half for me. But if you're currently living anywhere near Yellow Springs, Ohio, you should come out to the street fair this Saturday. I'll be in Butler next week. I have a night market. I'm doing their moon markets this summer. Hello, keep calm. Ooh, this person knows you.
You're locked in, girl.
Yeah, but they used your initials, so they know you.
Is that you, Jill?
You're not going anywhere.
What?
Oh, sorry, I was reading a comment. Naughty Loop says I'm not going anywhere. That's all right. Michelle says my fiance is originally from Greensburg, not far from Pittsburgh. I was just down in Greensburg, basically. That Mammoth Festival that I went to, Michelle, was literally just outside of Greensburg. I had to go into Greensburg to find Dairy Queen. It was sketchy.
What's up, girl?
Right? Small world for sure. Here I am chatting and I messed up. Naughty Loop says West Ohio has so many people who grew up in Pittsburgh. I just miss my mountains. There is none where I am. He was born and raised there. Crazy. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. How am I supposed to be on? Okay.
Nothing but corn, soybeans, and hay. Oh.
That's what's right outside my door. All 3 of them, literally. We got a hay field, we got a cornfield, and a soybean field. My allergies hate me and where I live.
Oh, me too. I can't go out the door without sneezing. Especially today when they were cutting grass everywhere. I was dying.
Yeah. Hi, Lila. I love that.
Cozy girl.
I'm cozy.
Me too. I've got my Hello Kitty blankie.
Michelle says, sound like a dream. Naughty Loop says, not me. In the summer, it's called corn sweat. So humid. For real. For real.
I was just picturing like an ad, like a perfume ad. Corn sweat for her.
No. Oh,
That'd be so gross.
no. Holly says, another update on the eyes. I just stuffed the plushie and it looks a lot better. Yay! Sammy says, I have a mosquito field. Gross. I saw earlier you said you live in the swamp. I hear a timer.
Oh, that was my husband's.
I hear it. Al. Actually, that's a good question. Allie, what are you making? Naughty Loop says, no, just no. I live 100 feet from the largest lake of Ohio and nothing but gnats and big flies. Gross. Oh, Lila learned how to properly crochet. Yay! Congratulations.
Corn sweat for him is just Axe. Axe effect, remember that?
That's so true. My gosh. Dee finished an Aristocat yesterday. That's like my favorite movie. I would love to see a picture.
Ooh, yeah.
Frida lives near an airport, mall, and highways. That sounds noisy. Eh. Naughty Loop says, my husband lived right off of 79, not far from the greater airport, too. I live near 79. Allie's making Allie Crochet's hot dog pup.
Ooh. That is a funny one.
It is. I was going to make the tiny one, but I accidentally made the big one. Damn, dude.
I want to make the spa pets. Those are so cool. The little spa dog with the cucumber eyes and the robe.
They're very cute. Sammy, it's not bad. You just got to try it. You just got to try to make a plushie. It's not that bad. You literally need to just whatever the pattern says, follow it exactly. If it doesn't tell you to join, don't join. If it doesn't tell you to chain one, don't chain one. If it tells you to 6 single crochet and then do a bobble stitch, do that. And literally follow it row per row, because as soon as you look ahead, that's when you're going to get twisted up while you're learning. Once you get the gist of it, then you got to look ahead to figure out kind of where you're going with it.
And even following everything, my first stuffies looked like the original Simpson characters, a little rough around the edges.
Mm-hmm.
But then after a while, like it was great. So you
Exactly.
gotta
Practice.
give yourself grace. Sorry.
Yeah. No, you're good. Practice makes progress, Nothing's ever gonna be perfect, not in any of our eyes. It's always gonna need some form of improvement, but to other people, they don't see what we see. So all you have to do is try, and you'll get there.
Yeah. In case people didn't know, the original Simpsons were part of the Tracy Ullman show, and it was kind of these rough sketches. And Homer, even if his voice was different,
Oh,
everybody looked just a little rough in the beginning.
well, now I'm gonna have to go and look.
Yeah. Ooh, we're getting there on that square. Looking good.
Oh, I like those colors.
Me too.
That's a good combination.
Yeah.
D says, I like that hot dog. I must get the pattern. It looks really fun. Naughty Loop says, Sammy, it's not that hard depending on what you're making. Burrito says, the sounds have become my ASMR. Gross. Sammy says, I also live near 79. Keep Calm says, aw. Naughty Loop says, Michelle, we may have crossed paths many moons ago. Allie says, it's turning out so cute, Demi. I don't like how the pattern is laid out, though. It's kind of confusing, which is how I made the big one by accident. Whoops.
I love the Tracy Ullman show too. Keep Calm.
The what?
Awesome. Oh, the Tracy Ullman show. Keep Calm said she loves the Tracy Ullman show. I'm like, I do too.
Sammy says, I want to make some bees first, I think. There are plenty of YouTube tutorials for that, honestly. It's so
Hi
cute.
guys. That's my little buddy Wally. I
That's
don't know
so
if you guys have seen, but I have a YouTube short of this little guy. He's like having some water and some dinner and going to bed.
oh
Like a
my
day in
gosh.
the day in the life of Wally the turtle. Little
I'm gonna,
mushy turtle.
I'm gonna have to watch it. Watch it. It's so cute. Naughty Loop says, one of my favorite patterns for Amy is by Grim Grinning Goat. I don't know if I've ever heard of them.
Me either.
Dee sent a pic. I will check that out in a little bit. Michelle says the first few tries will always be wonky. That's the fun part. Yes. Naughty
Yes.
Loop says, oh, that square looks so soft.
What looks soft?
Your square.
Oh, it is. Yes. I love the plush.
Keep Calm says, that's so pretty. Burrito says, love the colors on your square. Sammy wants to make a giant mushroom guy eventually. Those are so much fun.
I want to too. That'll be so much fun.
Dee says, Allie, I feel your pain with the size. I made a Sebastian from the Little Mermaid pattern with acrylic.
Oh.
Or, oh, I made a Sebastian from the Little Mermaid pattern was acrylic. I used chenille and it's huge. I'm not sewn it together. That sounds like a
Nice.
project and a half.
Yeah. But at least it was the plush yarn. Oh my gosh.
Right?
I cannot do the acrylic. I tried to make stuffies with the acrylic, and boy, that's a labor of love.
It was not a fun period of my life.
I bet. Gosh, that was like all you did, right?
Yeah. I literally just switched to like the plush and stuff. I don't know, 3 years ago, roughly.
Yeah.
It progressively got bigger. Like I started with the velvet yarn, and then I went to like retro velvet yarn. What?
He keeps like moaning even when I'm like right next to him.
You let him out?
Well, I did, but he didn't go off the porch when I put him in the leash. I'm too cold.
Um,
I think it's because he's too scared.
I'll be down, okay? I'll come down. Give me a little bit. All right, Naughty Loop says I made zombie kitty amigurumi for my great niece's first birthday. That thing was bigger than her. Oh my goodness.
But I remember the bigger for scared of Hunter.
Mhm.
Like it was like that purple dragon that cost it $100.
Go back downstairs with Hunter. He's whining.
I know, that's what I mean.
Go give him love.
He's just barks.
Keep Calm says we might have even watched it together in the 80s. Allie says,
yeah.
oh wow, lol. What happened for me, Demi, is the pattern has 2 sizes and I just straight out started making the big one. I did notice early, but I had trouble deciding which one I wanted to make anyway, so I don't mind making the big one. Naughty Loops, I need to find a way to send you that pic of the kitty.
I
And then be
like the
back.
big plushies. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
It's good to
No,
have a
you're good.
statement plushie.
It is. It is. Right now I have your giant dragon.
Yeah, see, there you go.
It'll sell sometime this summer. It
Yeah.
will. My kids are interested, but are not interested in actually learning how to do it. Archer he has some pretty severe ADHD, so it's really hard for him to sit still long enough to do that. Hopefully someday. Yes, Sammy, there is a giant dragon for sale. It's Caroline's.
Yeah.
It's easily 4.5 foot long. And its main color is black, but it has like the black light rainbow yarn that strung through it. It's super cool. Dee wants to know, how did we all get into crocheting? You want to start, Caroline?
Well, actually, my mom, she used to crochet when I was little, and I always wanted to do it, but she never taught me because it was just one of those things that she did, and she wasn't about to share the secret. No, 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 no. No, it's just some people don't think about that. So, years later, I tried to teach myself. I got a book, and those diagrams with the spaghetti noodle and like the little stick, I couldn't make heads or tails of those. I for the life of me couldn't do it. I knew about making chains. I've seen my mom make the chains. So I make the chains and I just keep going, which now I know is single crochet. And I end up everything would get like wonky and I'd end up with a tree skirt every time. So, uh actually I think my dragon might be on my Instagram, I'm not sure. But so then I was like, I I can't do this. I just gave up. And then 6 years ago, I found YouTube. 6 or 7 years ago. It was 2018. Yeah, it was like 7 years ago. Anyways, I found YouTube and I taught myself to knit because crocheting was so hard for me.
Mm-hmm.
uh, then I knit for a while, a good year before I jumped into crochet again. Then I took some YouTube tutorials on crochet, and honestly, it was YouTube. YouTube saved my life. I got the crochet, the knitting, well, the knitting, the crochet, and then the candles, the lotion bars. Everything I learned was from YouTube. Brambleberry is a great site to learn candles and lotion bars. And then I got some online, the Amazon Kindle books, to be more precise about things. I started doing a lot more research for the salves and the lotion bars. Yeah, you don't want to just pick up a YouTube tutorial on things that could potentially hurt you. You want to make sure
Oh,
you're safe. So please do not just look up a tutorial on a lotion bar or a salve and think you're golden, because you have to put preservatives and you have to be very careful on how much, because you could damage somebody. Same with fragrance oils. These are chemicals, you can hurt people. So you really should do your due diligence and like look into it deeper, read on it, take an actual course. Don't just be like, oh, I found this tutorial. Yeah, I found tutorials that make it look so easy with the candles. Oh, you just put a couple of drops, stir. You're not going to smell anything if you do that. By the way, you need to put an entire ounce of fragrance oil per pound of wax. By the way, I see these cutesy videos. Drop, drop, drop. Stir, stir, stir. Here you go. No, it will smell like nothing. You wasted those 5 drops. It's completely pointless.
Oh my
And then
god.
people who use like the Sunday glasses, these really, or random thin glasses, a teacup, yeah, that could shatter and burst into your eye. You really want to use candle glass. It's thicker. It's better for that. It's going to be heat tempered. So
Right.
yeah, that's why people, they look up some of these videos. They're actually causing more harm than good, because they think, oh, on TikTok they did this. It was so easy. No, no, that what they did was wrong, toxic, dangerous. So
Yeah. Very scary.
yeah. But so when it comes to YouTube, great for the fuzzies. Like if you're knitting and crochet. But when it comes to things like candles and lotion bars, do a little extra digging.
Yeah, I would say so. And
The more you know.
how long have you been crocheting and knitting?
Uh, since 2018, and candles and lotion bars and salves.
Okay. Um, I let's see. What was the question again? How did we get into crochet? My dad was in the army, and so we moved around basically every 3 years or less. And so I became a very introverted kid who did not want to make friends because we would just move and leave them again in a year or 2 or 3, and what was the point? So when my parents went through a divorce, we ended up moving in with my mom, and I just didn't see the point in making friends because I didn't know what stable was up until that point in my life. So I um didn't want to go outside. I didn't want to play with others. My brother and I didn't get along. My mom was working a ton, and she had started crocheting a granny square blanket. I was like, "Can you teach me?" So she taught me how, but apparently when my mom taught me, we were sitting across from each other, so it was like she was mirror teaching me, but we're both right-handed. So I somehow crochet like a left-hander with my right hand. Like, I guess the way that I grab my stitches and stuff is somehow backwards. I don't know. Um, but she taught me how to read the pattern, which essentially was like, kind of like proofreading. So, like, we found a magazine and then she would have me kind of transcribe it. And every time that I would come across SC, I had to write single crochet. And I had to do that like for the whole pattern. And then I would follow the pattern as I wrote it. And then I had to do that so many times that my brain automatically was like, okay, SC is single crochet. And um, so that's kind of how it came. So once she taught me how to do a granny square and she taught me how to read a pattern, from there, my grandma worked at a little thrift store run by a church just up the road from us, and I would go up there and just hang out with her because I was bored. I would rather hang out with adults than kids my age, I guess. And so I went up there, and there were always like little Ziploc bags with little scrap balls of yarn in it, or crochet hooks, or knitting needles, or whatever. And they'd be like a quarter or $1 or whatever, in pattern books and stuff like that. And grandma would buy them for me. And then I would go home and I would try to crochet it. And I learned how to crochet a hat by accident because I had this, a whole bunch of random scrap balls of yarn in 4-weight acrylic, might I add. And I had a Barbie dress, like beautiful Victorian era Barbie dress pattern book. So I started on the pattern. I had no idea what gauge was, tension, none of that. I had no idea there were different weights of yarn or what hooks to use. And I made the like underskirt, and it was literally the size of my head. So I made a hat with it because it started out and there was a hole on top. So I cinched the hole shut, and ta-da, it was a hat. So from there, like, I realized, like, okay, well, I understand how to make these different types of shapes. Let's see what I can make with these different shapes. So I literally went forever. Not forever. I went a couple years just making like hats and scarves and like rectangles that I could fold up into a purse. And I would change straps, and then I learned how to surface crochet, and I knew cursive, so I was crocheting like monogram letters onto things. And so that was really cute. I was selling them to my 6th grade class and upcharging them for the monogram letters. $5 a piece with $3 upcharge if you want it personalized. And then when I got into 7th grade, there was a girl that I was in the school district in 1st grade for a short period of time. I knew this girl, but I didn't remember. Like, I don't really remember 1st grade, but she remembered me. So then now we're together in 6th grade in the same class. We become friends. In 7th grade, we're in the same like math class, and we're both crocheting. So we would both crochet together at school when we could. And our math teacher was pregnant. So we decided to crochet her like a baby layette set. So she made this big, beautiful blanket, and I made, might I add, I freehanded as a 7th grader with the like, what is it, bouncel or boucle yarn?
Yeah.
A baby sweater and overalls and a frilly hat and booties.
Oh.
And we did not know the gender. So it was yellow. We chose yellow and white, and we coordinated. And like, we got together before school and we packaged it up in this cute little box and we gave it to her. And let me just say, she was very unappreciative. Like,
Really?
oh yeah. She opened it up and it was like, oh, this is nice. But it was like, thinking back, it was the most fake response. Like, she was not a nice lady, realistically. Like, she wasn't mean, but it was very, very clear that her interactions with the kids, like, she wasn't really happy to be there. Like, she was just tolerating us.
Yeah.
But I would say that was probably like my first very proud moment, proud creation. And then after that, I made a whole bunch of granny square blankets. The first big one that I made, I decided I was going to try to make a school granny square color blanket, and I was going to do a like a ticket prize where if you could buy tickets to win the blanket.
Oh, nice.
And I I got it all together and I sewed it together, and I didn't really know. It's an axolotl. Hi, Mia. Um, I didn't really know how to sew it together, and I didn't get it done in time for the homecoming game, which I was planning on raffling it off at. So I ended up throwing it in the washer, and the very first time that I threw it in the washer, the whole thing fell apart.
Oh, oh, that's awful.
Yeah. So then when I was 16, because I started learning when I was 11. When I was 16, I literally would go and I would buy one skein of random ass colors at Walmart. $4 isn't a lot for your parents to spend on you when it's yarn, especially. Like, they're more likely to buy a $4 skein of yarn than they are a $4 thing of makeup or a movie or a toy or something you're going to forget about.
Yeah.
So she would buy me these random skeins of yarn. Welcome back, Andrea. Um, and I would take them to school, and I would spend every day I would use one skein of yarn, and I would use the whole skein to make granny squares. And the reason why was I had a friend that I had practically been in love with since 7th grade.
Aw.
Him and I no longer speak, but we had stayed very good friends. Experimental friendships, stuff like that. Buddies, we'll say, throughout the years, until we left school, essentially. And I won't say any more than that because that could be damaging to his life. So,
Okay.
not my problem. But anyways, at the time we were very good friends. We were best friends, and I could talk to him about absolutely anything. And I decided for his 16th birthday that I was going to crochet him a blanket in secret. And as I was making all of these squares, like Red Heart Mexicana yarn. You know the colorway I'm talking about?
Yes.
It's
Yes, I
like,
have seen
right, it's the rainbow. It's very short color changes. It's very bright and vibrant. It was
that. Oh, that's a good
hilarious
one.
because I had multiple classes with this guy. He did not know I was making this blanket for him. And when I got to that yarn and started making squares, he kept stealing the damn squares and would not give them back. This is my favorite. I'm keeping this.
Wow.
I need that back to finish the blanket that I'm making. Thank you. I
Aw.
need you to give that back without telling him you're going to get it back in the long run.
Yeah. In the form of a blanket.
Right. So I did manage to finish the whole thing. This friend was 6'3". So that was a big ass blanket, let me tell you. It took forever, but I did finish it before his birthday party. And I folded it all up real nice, and I put it in a sewing machine box because that's what I had. And I wrapped it
Oh.
up really nice. And I brought it with me to his house for his birthday party and said, "Here you go, Evan. You can open it." And he opens the wrapping and he's like, "Oh, a sewing machine. Thanks." I'm like, "It's not a sewing machine, dumbass. Open the box." And until this point, I had him convinced because he did not believe me that I was just making a blanket. So I eventually had to lie and say I was making it for somebody else. So my cousin's birthday was in January, but he did not know that. So I told him that I was making it for my cousin's birthday, to get him off my back. So when he did open the box and he pulled this blanket out and it's as tall as him, and it's all these beautiful colors, and it's all randomized. It's like, you lied to me. You said this was for your cousin. I said, and I lied. I made it all for you. And he's like, no freaking way.
Aw.
Let me tell you that blanket lived on the back of his mom's couch for years.
Wow.
Years. She stole it from him,
Ugh.
and it became her couch blanket. So we had it wasn't often, but we had spent the night at his house, like as a group. They would have pay-per-view parties for UFC fights, and we would all go over and we'd watch somebody kicking somebody's ass. I don't know, and we would end up staying the night because it would go on for so late. And I just remember throughout like the time, every time I would stay, there was my blanket on the back of his couch.
Aw.
So I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
And then his grandma and his brother ended up in a really bad car accident. His grandma actually ended up passing away from it. And his brother like broke his back or his neck, one or the other, and was in like the halo brace for a while. And his grandmother crocheted as well. And when they were going through all of her stuff, they had found this big tote of finished granny squares.
Aw.
So his mom had reached out to me and had asked if I would be willing to sew it together to complete this blanket for her mom. So that way they could have. And I had to do some repairs on some of the squares because she was a smoker. So there were some burn holes in some of them. But I was able to finish that, and I had their house number, so I had called them and got in touch with his dad had answered. And like, hey, do you know when your wife is going to be home? I finished the blanket and I'd like to surprise her with it. And she'll be home in this much time. I was like, all right, I'm on my way. So I went out there and I kind of I'm pretty sure I hid behind a damn car. Like I parked my car out of view because their driveway was like kind of up off the road a ways. And like I surprised her when she got out and she's like, what are you doing here? Evan's not here. I was like, well, I'm not here for your son. I'm here for you. But I have something for you. And so I gave her the blanket. It was a really sweet thing. And I don't remember if it was that day that she just happened to have it or if it was later on, but she went somewhere up in Erie and she bought an Erie beach glass necklace for me as a thank you.
Aw.
And she had given it to me for that. It was really cool. It was really cool. They were family. Like I thought I was gonna marry that guy one day.
Oh, wow.
I'm a
How
little glad that I
interesting.
didn't. Yeah, I'm a little glad that I didn't. Don't get me wrong, he's easy on the eyes, but he's a Pisces.
Ah.
Commitment is not his strong suit. And I know how faithful he's been in his marriage throughout the years, so glad it's not me. So, anyways, that's how I started crocheting.
Yeah.
Let's really truthfully hope that none of them watch this live, because if that's the case, I'm really sorry. But other than that, craft shows the last 10 years. The first big outside show that I ever did, my tent tried to fly away. So I learned very quickly, buy good weights, not the cheap little sandbags that they send you when you buy a canopy, because those suckers suck.
Yeah.
They don't stay attached to your canopy. They're floppy. And they don't Velcro tight enough. So it's a whole thing. They're not heavy enough. Don't trust the water weights either. Those also suck. They're also floppy. They don't secure to your legs. And if you buy a canopy, make sure that it's a straight leg canopy and not a slant leg canopy, because a 10 by 10 straight leg canopy is way different than a 10 by 10 slant leg canopy. Yeah. A 10 by 10 slant leg canopy is actually only an 8 by 8.
Oh. I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah. That's right, Sammy. 40-pound weights always.
And 4 walls always. You never know when you're going to get a big rainstorm.
That's very true. You want walls just in case.
Yeah.
And easy walls on top of that. Because, like, they're all a little bit different. For me, mine have the Velcro strip along the bottom of the canopy top, so I can just Velcro it there. And the back wall, I always put up and I Velcro it around the legs, so it always stays there. Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah, slant leg canopies suck. Don't get them. Get a straight leg. But so the back wall always stays. The side walls and the front walls, I don't Velcro them. I don't zipper them. I roll it up and I tuck it between the canopy top and the frame, so it stays up there. And then if it rains, I can just reach up and grab it and pull it down, and it will drop because it's not secured anywhere. It's already up there. I don't have to waste any time putting it up. I've seen there was a Facebook post that I come across not too long ago where they were talking about, how do you secure your walls up? What do you do with them? Until you need them. And there's all these people who are using clamps and stuff to like clamp their walls up. I'm like, there's no need for that.
Yeah.
You just tuck it between the canopy and your frame and it's not going anywhere. What do you need to clamp things for? It's tension secured. Sammy, I will definitely be sure to look at that. I'm tired. I don't want to be. I haven't done a very good job crocheting today, that's for sure.
D, we finished your square. D
Oh,
is the first square to be finished.
It looks so good.
Yeah. Whoever joined late, if you could throw the 6 colors into an order that you'd like me to do. Teal, pink, white, pumpkin, red, marigold are the colors. And whatever order you want me to do it in, shoot me a chat about it. Let's see some options here, folks.
Haley, I'm not seeing it on my end. On my end, it says that we have 25 likes. Or 24 likes, sorry.
The colors again were teal, pink, white, pumpkin, red, marigold. So it's 6 colors.
I still only see 24.
We couldn't do a poll on the colors because there's 6 instead of 4.
Yeah. So weird. I don't understand why I can only see 24 if there are 25.
Is there a way for me to type? How do I type?
Um, I don't know actually. I can't type in the chat when I'm on my phone.
Oh, that's probably it. 'Cause then I can just write it out. Let's go look backwards. If I do it like this. But these, in whatever order: teal, pink, white, pumpkin, red, marigold, in whichever order.
So weird. Huh. Brito and Haley are both seeing that there are 25 likes on the live. I only see 24 on my phone and on my computer. Sammy
Yeah.
only sees 24.
I only see 24. That's weird.
Keep Calm sees 25. Andrea sees 25. Mia sees 25. I mean, now it says 25 because I just liked the live on my computer. So then it should say 26 now for all of you since I just liked it. Yeah, 26 now. That's so weird. Either way, I guess it's a strange thing, but if you have not liked the live, if you could do so now, that would be great. If you have not subscribed to Caroline's channel, it is linked in the pinned comment down below. Where my name is highlighted in yellow, it starts to say subscribe. Click that and click the link. I am also going to throw that in the description box. Subscribe to Caroline's channel. Save. Weird.
What?
It's just weird that it's working like that. Okay. Naughty Loop says, I have a question to some of you crochet content creators. Should I keep going with my YouTube channel or stop? My husband thinks I should stop. Don't stop your
What?
channel,
No.
especially if it's just because your husband says so. That seems very negative. I am going to go and look at your channel and see what we have going on there.
Yeah. Why would he want you to stop? What's going on that channel? Is it an OnlyFans channel? No. Like, I don't get why the husband would want you to stop.
All right, so I'm looking. Naughty Loops, it says, hi, I'm Angie, a deaf crochet creator who's passionate about yarn, color, and making cozy handmade pieces by crochet, hook, and knitting machine. On this channel, I share easy to follow crochet tutorials, yarn hauls, machine knitting projects, product creation ideas, and behind the scenes vlogs from my maker life, sometimes with my dogs too. Whether you're just learning how to crochet, love discovering the new yarns, or run your own handmade business, there's something here for you. I post new videos twice a week, and every video includes captions so everyone can follow along and feel included. Subscribe for step-by-step crochet tutorials and beginner-friendly patterns, yarn hauls, reviews, and affordable finds, circular knitting machine creations, product ideas, and handmade gift inspiration, tips, vlogs, and fun with my furry assistants. Thanks for being part of this crafty, cozy, and inclusive community. And she also has her website, her Instagram, and her Facebook page linked. There's also an email address linked. She has 16 subscribers currently, 25 videos, and has been on since November of 2024. So here's what we're also going to do is I'm going to go ahead and post Angie's YouTube link there in the chat. So anybody who would like to go and explore Angie's channel, go check it out. Her banner says, let's get naughty and groove on. And let's see, in videos, she does post very consistently. So definitely worth the watch. Most of her videos are, I'm seeing 50 minutes, 30 minutes, 20 minutes, 16, 18, only one 10-minute video, only one 8, almost 9-minute video, but most of them are averaging like 20 to 30 minutes. They're great thumbnails. Whole bunch of different things. Definitely worth going and checking out.
I love Q Combs like her husband has a secret crochet channel and he doesn't want the competition.
Ruth.
There you go.
Seeing some dog content, loving that. Oh my gosh, that cat, Angie, that's awesome. Angie made the huge zombie kitty for her great niece when she turned 1. This thing's bigger than her.
Oh.
Now, that pattern, I know Molly with Out of the Barn Crochet, she makes it as well in acrylic yarn. She makes them in pride colors.
Oh.
I know that the pattern is made for acrylic, like thin weight yarn, so to make it in Burnett Blanket. It's massive. That's crazy. Well, Angie, you are at 21 subscribers already, so.
All right.
Caroline, you're at 168, so you've gained 5 subscribers.
Yay.
All right, catching up in the chat here. Lila learned how to properly hold a needle and crochet correctly. That's awesome. Angie says, I have a hard time trying to create my channel. Like, I do not look exciting. I think that your thumbnails look great. I don't know, Kylie. Sometimes it doesn't pop up like in notifications, or sometimes it doesn't show them all the time. Angie was thinking of only doing Facebook and Instagram. I mean, you could, but here's the thing. With YouTube, the goal is to get monetized, right? And I feel like it's easier to get monetized on YouTube as a crocheter than it is to get monetized on Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah. That can take a while.
Yeah. And they don't pay out very much either. Dee says your dog is cute, Naughty Loops. Sammy says she's subscribed.
I
Naughty
just
Loop says,
subscribed.
yeah,
I just subscribed, yeah. It's a
I
cool
did
channel.
too.
Looks
Right?
good. That's cool.
Keep Calm says, I think it's a vibe thing, Naughty. As long as you create beauty and give a warm, inviting vibe, I'm there. Maybe some indie folk music and you've got your tribe. Yeah. Andrea says, don't stop. You started and you can only grow from here and learn your mojo. I'm too scared to start, so good for you. Naughty Loop says, I'll start my new recording tomorrow. You should. Sammy says it doesn't let me click the pinned link to add you. Okay. Sammy and whoever else who's not already subscribed to Caroline's channel, I did go ahead and put her link in the description box below. If you want to exit out of the chat and go and look, that should be able to take you there. Alicia says your stitch marker is being sold on Echo's Palm Street. Echo told me to tell you. What stitch marker? I can't get on because I'm on my phone. Which one's mine? I want it. I think. The cat one. Like, these ones? Because these ones already have them, so.
Super cute.
Yeah, Echo she's doing a live stitch marker sale on Palm Street right now.
Nice.
Naughty Loops says if you type in naughty_loops in the search, it should pull up. And my dog drives me nuts. I don't know what one. Don't trust my brain. Come on. Oh gosh. Oh, Sammy, I see your hat. That's really pretty. Hi, Molly. It's going good. Yes. Caroline does have that warm, fuzzy vibe on her Instagram. Even the name, Sheep and Willow, cozy.
Thank you. Keep calm.
All right. Where the heck is Echo's link? Where are you? Echo, did you even post your link on the Discord for Palm Street? Hey, Allie, I'm just now seeing your picture. I see what you're talking about. Your hot dog pup looked angry. Oh my gosh. Skyla posted a picture of mini Amy sticks. She got itty bitty ones. They're literally like this big.
Oh,
They're so little.
that's cute. Out of the Barn Crochet, I just subscribed to your channel. I love the duckies. Those are so cute. The mallards.
Needed some chickens, but ended up making a couple more bandanas. Good idea. All right. Echo sent up. Echo, you sent me a message directly with your link. Why didn't you post it in the thing? Here, we're gonna fix that. Where is that? Self promo? There's
Oh, nice. I'd like to make some bandanas. That's awesome.
mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. Molly, I did respond to you through text. I have notifications popping up. Not like text message, but in the chat. Okay. All right, we'll do winner select and I can run it more than once. I can't get on Palm Street on my computer. But I'm seeing Care Bear stitch markers, which are super cute.
Oh.
I don't know. Oh my gosh, Maria's sending me all of the dolls. They're so freaking cute. Oh, I love them. I don't know if you're still in here, Maria, but I'm just seeing your picture and it's freaking adorable. Oh, that's music. Let's see. Naughty Loops is now at 23 subscribers. Caroline is now at 170 subscribers.
Woo-hoo. All right, let's try to get me to 200, guys. Let's get me
Let's
to
go.
200.
30 more.
Yeah.
Hello, Maria. I'm glad you're still here. Okay, catching up. Keep calm. I'm not sure what your name is, but on Sundays and on Wednesdays, I go live from my channel with a friend. Sunday is with Haley. Wednesday is with any friend. So this week it's Caroline. Molly, I'm pretty sure that it hit me after I said that I was doing a live with Caroline, that I had already told you that I was going to go live with you maybe today. So I would like to make up for that because that's my mistake. And if you are open to it, Molly, I would love to go live with you next week on Wednesday.
Good night, Sarah.
Yeah. Yeah, good night, Sammy. Definitely come back and watch the lives, but also, like, let's get together sometime soon. We're doing crochet group tomorrow. We're meeting at the coffee shop at like 11. Well, that's good, Molly, because my brain is too forgetful to promise anything to anybody. Sorry. It hit. Okay, fine, phone. I know, like, I said the words, I'm going live with Caroline on Wednesday, and it hit in my brain. Wait, I think I said the same thing to Molly. Shit. So, like, I would like to make up for that. But yeah, Felicia says you can always join on hers. Haley's only 4 subscribers from 100. So if you're not subscribed to Haley's channel, maybe you should go find her and subscribe right now. If not, like, if you don't want to do that right now, come back on Sunday and we'll make sure we get that. We'll hit that number. But yeah, so Sundays are with Haley's Design Studio in the comments. Wednesdays are with friends. So Caroline and I am sure we'll do this again in the future. Hopefully next time we'll allow Caroline to talk a little bit more. I know for a while it was just trying to play catch up in the chat and a lot of questions about the fair coming up. And I'm sorry because I feel like I've totally talked over you today.
Oh no. No, it's good. I'm somewhat quiet at times, so that really helps.
I'm glad. Don't mind me. I can hold a conversation all by myself.
And I love that. I totally
Yay!
need that.
My husband does too. I think that's why he married me.
Yeah.
For sure. But
Yeah,
yeah,
my
keep
husband's a
calm,
talker.
like opposites attract, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, keep coming back, keep hanging out. Like, we love meeting new people. And as the lives become a bit more regular and are really gaining a lot more of those regular people, that's probably what's going to push me into starting, either YouTube members or like Patreon or something like that to make the Discord a more like public option. I would like to have it kind of on a monthly subscription thing where we would like, but not anything crazy. It'd be like maybe $2 a month, you know what I mean? Like just to have access to it. But I don't necessarily want to open it up to anybody and everybody. So, you know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking of all the things. I would like to do like, I had talked about it before. I would like to do like a mystery stitch marker of the month thing on a subscription service, or like a subscription service for like Amy sticks, or like a small plushie or something like that. I think that those are all kind of cool ideas, but more than anything, if I were to do YouTube members or a Patreon, there would be a regular discount to my patterns. I do have 60 patterns online already for sale. I would probably we would likely have like a dedicated Zoom night. Not necessarily weekly, but maybe like bi-weekly, because I spend a lot of my time hanging out with most of these lovely people in Refined Vibes Discord. Um, so
Yeah.
it would be cool to be able to hang out more intimately is the wrong word, I feel like, but hang out a bit more with those of you who are not in her Discord. So we have ideas. Hello, Solian. Ah, shit. My bad.
Oops.
I'm trying to throw my hook. Oh man. Oh my gosh, D, it's 3:22 in the morning?
What? Oh my gosh, what are you doing up, girl?
The insomnia is real. Dang.
Yeah.
Yes, you need to sort your craft room so you can film content, or be like me and sit in a way that the mess is well hidden,
Yeah.
right?
There you go. Or curate a lovely yarn wall so nobody
Yeah,
sees
yeah,
anything else.
yeah. You gotta angle it right. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, naughty loops, you definitely have to keep trying. It's a process. It's a slow process, but I find that going live does better for getting subscribers on a regular basis. And I have found that any video that I put out there that is like a pattern, what is it, compilation video, does really well. It gets a lot of views, it gets a lot of subscribers. So I would really recommend those. And if you do markets, market day videos do really, really well. If you can keep up, because I'm having trouble keeping up because I do so many freaking markets. Yeah,
I could
consistency
not.
is key.
I could
You
not keep
have
up
to,
with the markets.
it's not for everybody, like you have to have a social battery, like a social battery. You have to have some form of like physical ability to be able to do it. Like, ugh, that's a yarn hotel.
I know. Thanks, Jill. Keep calm. Loves my yarn hotel.
It's nice. I have one of those too. Should we call it a brothel? They just keep multiplying. I don't know where they all come from.
Yeah. At least
Good
you'd
night,
sleep really.
Kylie.
You'd sleep well
Thanks for
because it's
hanging
so
out.
cozy.
I'm sorry, Caroline. What'd you say?
I said you'd sleep well because it'd be so cozy. All soft.
Goodness.
Wow,
Haley,
16 years, Michelle. Wow, bravo. Very good.
Haley says, thank you, Sammy, for subscribing to our channel and to the other mystery person. Lion says, driving to pick up dinner, so just listening along. Well, hope you're enjoying yourself. Happy Me Santa. Not sure which one it is. I recently just started crocheting and I love it. It will quickly become an addiction. And yarn buying is its own separate hobby. So good luck. And expect an empty wallet.
Yeah.
Your first project is a mini cake roll.
Like those Swiss Miss things, or
That's
like
what
a
I'm trying to
ho-ho?
do. Right? Like, what do you mean a mini cake roll? It's an interesting choice for a first project too. I kind of love that for you. What yarn are you using? That's another question.
Sounds delicious.
Right? Oh, like a roll of sushi.
Oh, okay.
Interesting. You should totally put crochet on your channel. Like, if that's part of your life, do it.
Yeah.
It opens up the doors too for a different type of audience.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody watches Mad Rose vlogs, which is now Granny by Nature. She used to just do like regular life vlogs, and now she does crochet too in her vlogs. And it's my favorite to watch, honestly. One of my faves, because she does a lot of market prep. I don't have you seen her, Cat? Granny by Nature?
I've heard of her channel, but I honestly don't prefer channels that are more of like lifestyle vlogs. I'm here for the crochet, and that's pretty much it.
It's not. She separated them now. She has Granny by Nature is just crochet. They're good.
Well, then let me find that person. I know we were just talking about Mad Rose crochet, I don't know, 2 or 3 months ago. And at that time, it was still it was still Mad Rose crochet. So I didn't know anything about this.
Yeah, it's more recently that they did the switch over.
They're already at almost 7,000 subscribers and 2.9 thousand videos.
Yeah, because she's been vlogging her whole life, basically. But recently, she switched over, and then they separated the channel. So some of her older vlogs will be lifestyle vlogs, but the last
Oh,
2 or 3 months, it's been nothing but crochet.
okay. So it's the same channel that she had, but
Yes,
it's under a new name and new vibe.
yes. And she moved
Okay.
other stuff to a different channel. Like Vegan as Fork is her food channel
Mhm.
and vlogs. So.
Okay. Well, I just subscribed, so I'll have to go and check that out now. All right, now catching up. Let's see.
Because she just did a strawberry fest and an alien fest, and that was cute.
Um,
I love sushi too. It's so good.
Dee, I did get your message with the pics of the yarn, if that's what you mean. I have not I have not gotten into it just yet. Keep
Yeah,
Calm
Janet's
says, why you gotta
hilarious.
make food?
Oh, sorry.
Why you gotta make food related crafts? Don't you know how dangerous that is in my house? Right.
Yes.
Good night, Happy Meese. You're gonna have to tell me how to say it at some point. Santa.
I love how
Maria
Janet's always
watches
like,
them.
oh, sorry.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay. I love how Janet on the Granny by Nature, Janet's always like, "Oh hi," in the beginning of her vlogs. It's so
Does she do it to be funny?
yeah. It's something her mom her mom or somebody in her family used to say, and she would say it like to be funny, but then it caught on, and now it's her catchphrase. Every time they start the vlog, it's "Oh hi,"
That's amusing.
and they end it with "much love."
Aw.
It's a cute channel. Yes, I did a
Um,
Pop-Tart purse. I gave that to my daughter.
that sounds so cute. Kylie says, I
Right.
had fun with you tonight, like always. And with that, be you and have a great day. And just remember that you're amazing, everyone. Kylie, you're so sweet.
Aw. I have a
Oh,
video about my Pop-Tart purse, Naughty Loops, on my channel. Oh, you subscribed. Thank you.
Angie's Corner. You're going to have to like send me a message on Instagram or something. I'm not really sure who you are, so I can't say yes to going live with you sometime. I I make sure like it's the only people that I've gone live with are people that I know. So whether I've met you in real life or I talk to you on a regular basis like on Zoom or in Discord Lounge, something like that. And you can't be a kid. I can't go live with you if you're a kid.
Oh, the cat's out of the bag about who Keep Calm is.
Oh,
It's my sister.
it's your sister. How nice. Well, welcome in, sister.
It's Jill, by the way.
Jill.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you were saying Joe. I'm like, well, I'm not really sure, so I'm not going to say it. Naughty
It's so
Loop says Angel, and Angie is a popular name. What is up with that? I normally go by Angel. Good to know. Okay. Goodness, they've been doing YouTube for 15 years. That's crazy.
yeah, they've been there a minute. It's because Maddie started it when she was in high school, and now she's like 30 something and married.
Well, welcome in, very rich European financier who's very enigmatic.
A
Oh,
rich European financier. I tip my hat to you, sir.
Caroline is at 171 subscribers. So if you have not subscribed, make sure that you do so. She said she wasn't going to hang out with me until 11 o'clock, but here she is at 10:30.
Dude, I'm punch drunk. I'm so tired.
I'm so sorry.
No, I love it though. I don't want to go. I'm gonna hang in there.
Are you still going to be up for hanging out tomorrow early afternoon?
Yeah, I can do it.
Okay. Oh, man. Huh. Yes, gotta make sure you're subscribing to Caroline. Gotta make sure you're liking the live, people. We're at 27 likes. Like, if
Nice.
we could get 3 more and get to 30, that would be fantastic. Hi,
Yes.
Alyssa.
Let's get to 30 people.
Right? Like the live. Naughty Loop says, I really like that teal on the square she's working on.
Thank you. This square is Doodle Noodles Square.
Skyla.
Who is that?
Skyla in the Discord.
Skyla. Okay.
Hi, Marina.
I don't know everyone's names yet.
One more like and we'll have it at 30.
Ooh.
Come on, guys. Let's get there. Almost. Make sure you're subscribing to Caroline. If you're here for the yarny crochet goodness and for her knitting and candles and lotions and all the things, I can't see the 30. Listen, I need one more so that way it looks 30 on my side. I know
Nice.
you guys all see 30, but I only see 29.
So let's get her to 31.
Naughty Loop sees 29. Okay, that's crazy. Molly sees 29. Who else? Who else can we get? Everybody make sure. Marina sees 30 now. I don't.
I don't either. Maybe the people who host can't see it.
No, I keep refreshing it.
Maybe they're in the future. We're in the past. They know something we don't know. Like, ooh, you're at 30.
Frida saw 28. Now she sees 30. I just refreshed again. I still only see 29. Caroline's at 172 subscribers. Thank you, Lion.
Yes, thank you.
Gosh, I'm hungry. I'm about to go and nom on some chips. So weird. So strange. I don't know.
That's weird that it's not showing 30.
30 on your phone, but 29 on your computer. Let me pose this to the audience. Why do we have opposable thumbs? To like the live.
Nice.
If anybody loves a well-delivered dad joke, make sure to like the live.
Sweet.
And of course, my brain wants to visualize it as, you know, a fancy rich man from Europe.
Yeah. Yes.
Top hat and a mustache.
I'm picturing like a top hat and a monocle. He's got like
Yeah.
a little, ooh, like Mr. Peanut.
Exactly.
Oh.
Oh man, oh man. How many axolotls have I accomplished this evening? Almost one.
The staying awake of this evening is due to Mountain Dew Code Red. Thank you, everybody.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored.
Come on, Mountain Dew, get with it.
Feel free to sponsor me, Mountain Dew.
That would be a cool one. Right? Naughty Loop says that'll keep you awake. I drink Pepsi.
Nice.
I prefer Coke.
Coke's got the bite, for sure.
It does. Money. Now, like, what is that song? It's like dollar dollar bill, y'all, dollar dollar bill, something like that. That's what just popped into my head.
I haven't heard that.
I feel like it's a commercial or something. Only Coke I drink is from McDonald's. I love McDonald's Mountain Coke. It's so good.
I love their McCafe. They have the best coffees. Like they have this Frappuccino. Was it the caramel Frappuccino? Oh, it's so good.
I literally got a mocha frappe earlier. It's been delicious.
Yummy.
We are in Pennsylvania, Marina. So lately I've been getting the caramel iced coffee from them. Today I got the mocha frappe, and it came with a free fry because of the McDonald's app.
Yes.
So it's so worth it. I've mostly finished an axolotl. I mean, still has a hole, still needs stuffed and gills and stuff. But I'm at the point where the rest of them are. Oh, let's do pink ones next. How about that?
Oh no, how long can potatoes au gratin stay out without going bad?
Wait, what?
How long can potato au gratin stay out before going bad? I forgot all about it at 8 o'clock. That's like way past the 2 hour window.
Wait. Potato what?
Au gratin, scallop potato.
Oh, I was like, what are you talking about?
Au gratin.
No.
Scallop. Have you ever had scallop potatoes?
I love scallop potatoes, but they've always been called scallop potatoes.
Oh, they're called au gratin too.
I don't know.
That's what the box says.
Molly, I would be pissed. I would absolutely want a new one. Yeah, a free one. If you give me a broken cup and I'm wearing your product instead of being able to consume it like I wanted to, you're giving me a free one. 100%.
Yeah.
That's such bullshit. Haley's made 5 pairs of 30mm opal safety eyes.
Nice.
I'm in love. Those are my favorite. I know, that's my favorite color, purple. It's Sweet Snuggles light yarn, that's what I'm using. I know it's a bit hard to find these days.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say, Caroline?
Oh, just that I like it. It's a good one. Sweet Snuggles Light.
Yeah.
Before it changed at Michael's and went away forever.
Were you on earlier when I was talking about the bag deals with Premier?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll say you gotta do it. Like,
Yeah.
well worth it. Yeah, Caroline is using Bernat blanket yarn.
Yep. It's the best for the blankets for sure. It can be a little hard on the hands, but it's definitely worth it for the blankets.
Mm-hmm. They're for your Palm Street Live, Haley. They're gonna go great. Marina, if you weren't in here earlier, Caroline is working on an interactive granny square blanket. So there's a list of colors. There's 6 colors that she's taking suggestions from everybody in the comments of color order to make the next square in. So there's pumpkin, marigold, teal, white, pink, and red. And if you have a suggestion on the order she should make the next square in, you should put it in the comments.
Yeah, so the square will be in those 6 colors in some cool order that you put them in.
And then she'll use, I think we decided black to
Yes.
crochet them all together. And what color did you say the backing was going to be?
That's going to be a mint.
Mint, right. Okay. I'm so sorry.
Can you hand me the bag? Can you hand me that purple bag? Thank you. This is the backing.
Oh, that's so pretty.
A nice minty fleece.
Yeah. Ooh, I love that.
I think it's going to be good. Now, I did consider doing the satin as an in-between and then do like a peekaboo because you could see through the holes. And then the back would be green. But I don't know. I think I'm just going to stick with the green.
I think that the satin would make it like it's just one more extra layer of fabric.
Yeah.
And the blanket's already gonna be big.
Yeah.
Heavy.
It's
like burnout blanket in itself.
It's actually thinner than it's doubled up there. So it's gonna be like thinner.
Right.
So it's not too heavy. But yeah, I probably don't want to do too much. What do you guys think? I should just do the fleece backing or should I have the satin pink middleman and then the fleece?
A little satin pink sandwich.
Yeah. Let me know in the comments.
Originally from Brazil, you moved from there to Minnesota and now to Florida?
Oh, wow. You're a girl
You're
on the
putting some
go.
miles in. Team fleece.
Nice.
How about anybody else? Anybody else watching? If you're still here, put a hands up in the comments. Now you're done. Okay, good. Hello? Marco? Frito's here. He says fleece. Molly shows a hand. Thank you. What do you think? Frito, Molly, should she add the satin or no? Haley's still here. Marina's still here. Molly says the fleece works. I don't know. I think your satins. Oh, we have one with satin.
Ah. Right.
Oh. Ooh, Rito and Marina like the satin.
Okay.
Mm. Here, this is an opportunity for a poll.
Yes.
Add the pink satin. Oh gosh, if I can get it off caps lock.
Pink satin and fleece or just fleece?
Choices will be add satin, or if I can click the right box, only fleece. Ready, set, go. Hi, Joy. Which Joy? The Discord Joy or different Joy? Hmm? Hi.
That's my mom. Hey, Ma.
Hi, Mom. Burrito asked if it's a baby blanket. I don't know if you saw that.
No, it's for me.
Aw. Well, thanks for watching, Joy. And her blanket's turning out really great. My little axolotl guys. They're trying. I just gotta focus. Aw, thanks. Molly says, oh, I had my scrunchies at a local hair salon and got Amethyst's haircut and realized I've made $90 in scrunchies. That's awesome, dude.
Wow, great.
Yeah, definitely a nice surprise. It's a free haircut.
Yeah.
That's what you're telling me. Oh. We're kind of back and forth here. It seems like the polls, it's changing a little bit. We have 9 votes. There's 15 of us in here. But there are 9 votes currently. And majority is saying only fleece.
Okay.
And the majority is 78%.
Wow.
If there's anybody who opposes that, now would be the time to throw it in that poll. If you're watching and haven't done so yet, be sure to like the live, people. Please. And subscribe to Caroline's channel. It is the pinned comment. You love axolotls? I love making them. That's a very fair point.
I'd be cool with that if they said I absolutely couldn't use the satin. I'd be like, okay. I like the fleece. That's good. I like that.
Right? Well, it's not like you're really gonna feel the satin.
Yeah. It would just be like for a color pop, really, like a stained glass window situation.
I know my brain, granted, I wear socks to bed. I don't like to not wear socks. So, but I like cuddling with a satin blanket. But if you're not gonna feel it, then it's kind of like, what's the point?
Yeah. The problem with satin is after a while, it gets that weird texture, with your
Mhm.
feet especially, and then it's like nails on a chalkboard for me.
Same, same. Hence why I sleep with socks.
There you go.
Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. See, we have an influx of people.
We got the night crew.
Yeah. We're crocheting cute things. I'm making an axolotl, a pink one. Caroline's making a blanket with some burnout blanket yarn. Ooh, drinking some coffee. I want some coffee. I'm gonna have coffee tomorrow with your sister. Your family doesn't live around here, right, Caroline?
Nah,
No.
no, they're out of town.
I guess I get to keep you all to myself. If you're just scrolling on through and you've come across our live today, hang out for the yarny goodness. We're just having a good old time, crocheting things, chit-chatting about all the things. We're all about community over here. You know, all the things.
Yeah.
Be sure you're liking the live. We're looking for one more like to hit our goal. I mean, more would be nice too, but one more would really, really be great. And then you got to go subscribe to Caroline's channel. She has lots of yarny goodness too, and candles and soaps. I feel a little better about my productivity. I'm almost done with this second axolotl.
Oh, good.
Oh, whoops. A little too far here. This is such a good skein of pink, honestly.
Yeah,
It's just so plush and nice.
that's good. I
Oh,
hate when I
Josh
get a
is
rough one.
back.
What?
So Josh is back. I know, it works up really fast. And I have the pattern memorized at this point.
Yeah. It is 11 o'clock.
It really is. You went to the bar. Wish I could go to the bar right now. I have to be a mom. I'm not allowed.
I am gonna have to tap out.
I understood. Or understand, not understood. That's right. If you haven't done it yet, like the live. Like it right now. I want to see 30 likes on my side of the screen, please. Pretty please. Anybody. Anybody like the live. Somebody share it. to their mother, brother, sister, or whatever. I want to see if everybody likes. No, thank you. I appreciate it. I see it now.
Yay!
Gosh, short of threatening people, my goodness. That being said, Caroline is very tired, and we've already kept her up well past her typical sleep time. Thank you, Des. It shows 31 on your side, but it shows 30 on mine. I don't understand. I don't get it.
All right, it's
Get
been
it.
great. It's been great meeting with you guys, crocheting at the store, making squares. I will see you guys later.
Yes.
Have a great
Be
night.
sure to find Caroline on Instagram and whatnot too. I imagine that she's going to be sharing pictures and stuff of the squares that you recommended, like check her stories or her posts, wherever she puts it. I'm sure that she'll put it up.
Yes.
Yes. But otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow.
Yes. See you tomorrow. You
Bye.
guys have a great night.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye. I'm going to go ahead and stay on for a little bit longer, at least until I finish this. Oh, let me catch up with the chat. Oh, Josh says, Haley, Mississippi girl. Haley, all the strong shrinks. Do it. Thank you, Josh. Amazing work and job you did. I'm glad that you'll be here tomorrow, but I won't be. Caroline and I are meeting up together in person to crochet and drink some coffee. Where am I in my life here? Okay, 6. Yeah, it's a rain check. Haley, I'm only going to be on for maybe 10 minutes. I'm almost done with the head, and then I'm going to hop off. But I love you for offering. It's already 11:05. Chris will be home in not even 20 minutes. So I might as well finish this up and head on downstairs. Check on the dog. Check on the child. Find something to eat. I know. So in this live, I've managed to accomplish basically 2 axolotls. But that rain check, Josh, come back on Sunday for sure. Friday night from 5 to 8 EST. I should be going live at my night market, I hope. And from there, let me count it. Okay. Then on Saturday, I will be driving all the way out to Yellow Springs, Ohio to meet up with Molly out of the Barn Crochet in the comments. And we're gonna do the Yellow Springs Street Festival. So we're hoping for a good day. Everybody pray for good weather because right now it's not looking so hot. And when you travel for an event this size, you really hope for good day, good turnout. Yes. Chris with a K is my husband. We've been married since 2019, so it'll be 6 years this year. But we'll be together for 10 years. Dating. Yes. Chris. He's a good guy. I don't have we don't have any pictures of ourselves up in the bedroom. I don't know. I find it weird. It's not weird that I don't have pictures of us. I I don't want um pictures with faces looking at us doing things. I find that strange. Thank you, Marina. Yeah, 10 years together this September. Molly says, "Aw, Kyle and I are gonna be celebrating 10 years married on Father's Day." That's so sweet. Aw. Oh, yes. Reminds you of Crisscross. Like Crisscross Applesauce or Crisscross the group? Wasn't there, like, a band called that? Molly says they'll be together for 15 years total. That's amazing. Haley says, "Me and my husband hit 5 years dating this year." That's so sweet. Thank you. Yes, the group. I don't think I've ever actually, like, listened to them or anything, but I'm familiar-ish. Yesterday was Maria and her husband's 36th year anniversary. Congratulations. That is one heck um of an anniversary. Like, dang. I love that. All right. I know. Congrats. That's so cool. So I was able to do 2 axolotls. Marina says I'm at 14 years total with my husband. Congratulations. But since I did finish them both, you can see the difference between, like, not great Sweet Snuggles Light and then really beautiful Sweet Snuggles Light. It's okay. It's still soft. It just has slightly, like, more crushed texture. But I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here, guys. If you haven't already, make sure that you've liked the live. Make sure that you're subscribed to my channel and Caroline's in the comment and the description box below. I know we've been on here for what? 3 hours. I know, let's see. We're gonna hop on over to my YouTube studio real quick. Oh, well, that's disappointing. All of a sudden, I have a notification that my crochet retreat video is blocked. So I'm gonna have to check into that. Yeah, 3 hours. I currently have 1,536 subscribers. So thank you guys. I appreciate it. I don't know how many subscribers that is, like, just today, but let's see. Let's go into subscribers. That was yesterday. Yeah, it doesn't show me. Oh, wait. Okay. So yesterday I had 1,527, and now I have 1,536. do. I've gained 9 subscribers today. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Molly, I need that shirt 100%. I'm gonna look at that and I might order it. But I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here, guys. Thank you for hanging out. I will see you for sure on Sunday. Come hang out Friday night, hopefully, and Saturday throughout the day while Molly and I are at our big festival. And then Haley and I will be back on Sunday for just some crochet time together. So come hang out while we market prep. We got invited, we got accepted, and I paid for the spot at the Ohio State Fair. So we've got a lot of market prep to do. So I will see you guys later.